Yeah, what's good? Beautiful people, guess what? This is LIFESTECH on your screen, and today we're going to be talking about the G9, okay? This is XPeng. Remember, we have been doing videos for XPeng, okay? So today we're going to be talking about the XPeng G9, okay? And guess what? This is your daytime running lights, and this is how your headlights LED is super cool, okay? And the front is so massive. First an impression, makes you want to know this car is on the road. Now, I will take you around the car, and let's see what the car has. So we can't help but notice this massive 21-inch rim tires right here, and guess what? I really like the design of this, okay? It's super cool. These are few spokes, okay? This car is only an EV, it's not the PHEV, and it's a medium-sized SUV. So now let me show you the interior and let's see what the car has, okay? That's how you open the car. One thing that you gotta know about this car is actually this massive screen that we have right here, okay? This is a massive screen, and guess what, guys? A lot of things can be controlled right here from the steering wheel. You can control the 360 cameras. Now, when I shut this door, this speaker right here, this is a speaker, okay? When I shut the doors, the speaker is gonna come up, and if I open the doors, they go down. Now, watch this. Great. And another thing that we have here is, guess what? This is your camera for autonomous driving, of course, and it's going to assist you when you're on the road. The car has an impressive technology while driving on the highway with the NGP. Of course, the NGP is just a navigation system that helps you to overtake, do everything when you have set the car on autonomous driving. And the NGP can switch off when you are no more on the highway or when maybe you are within the block. So the car actually sends when you are on the highway, the NGP sets in, and of course when you go out of the highway, it sets off and allow you to maybe control the car on your own, or the autonomous driving takes over. But of course the NGP is going to switch off because you're no more on the highway. We're going to see more of this when we go on the road. Same as the car has autonomous emergency braking. Another thing about this car again is, look at this. You can put your cigars, okay? And guess what? This screen right here is for navigation, and right here is your little dash, and the screen is divided into two. Right here, this is for entertainment, okay? The passengers can be watching a movie or doing whatever, and this screen is gonna actually be doing that for them, entertaining them. And one thing I like about the interior, like most of the EVs in China, actually this orange kind of leather interior that is super soft. And you can't forget but notice the Zopera speakers, guys. These Zopera speakers from XPeng are super cool. They're loud, and this car has 22 of them, okay? And meaning this car, I don't know, 22 speakers, and it's super loud. I did the same video with the X9 and it was like a clubhouse. I want to imagine how this one is going to sound, which is just an SUV. Right here you have your wireless charging, which of course we're going to see if it's working. That's it, it's charging. And right here are your coffee cup holders. Guess what? When you do this, it opens. And if you're on the passenger side, you can actually also do it. You can open it from the passenger side. Now, let me take you behind and let's see what this car has again at the rear seat. So with the rear seat, you can't help but notice that, of course, since this car is purely an EV, it's not a PHEV, it runs only on electricity, it has a lot of space, okay? A lot of leg space. And right here, when you pull this down, you have this, and you can do that, and you can put that back up, okay, if you want it to be a 5-seater. If you want to sit so comfortably and be sipping some coffee or whatever, or your champagne while you're cruising at the back, you have this right here for you to put your coffee cups or your whatever, your champagne glasses. That's it, and you don't want that, you put it back up. One thing I wanted this car to actually really have is because it's a mid-size SUV, and I wanted if they could have a little bit of a cooler right here or something like a cooler right here, because the car actually is just like a normal SUV with some sort of cutting-edge technology. But of course, you can add this. It's not going to cost you so much to put the cooler right here or maybe a cooler right here to make the SUV classy. You know what I'm saying? This sunroof is super cool. You have right here your sunroof, and guess what? With the lights, you touch right here. That's it, and you're off. These are the Supera speakers I told you about, guys. Before we take a look at the trunk, I want you to take a look at something, okay? If you close the car like that, it doesn't close. This car is super slick. For those of you thinking Chinese cars have a weak chassis, this car actually wants you to close it with force, okay? That's how you got to close the car, almost like a G-Wagon. Because actually, it's engineers from Germany that designed this car. So when you're thinking that the cars are soft or Chinese cars are soft, it's not soft, okay? Now let's take a look at the trunk. Yeah. With this SUV, I was hoping that after having this lot of space, we could actually have more space right here. But actually, this space right here, I think it's a little bit, it's not like I imagined it would be, because this SUV is mid-sized SUV. I was hoping, and it's only an EV, therefore there should have been enough space. And again, but if you want enough space, you want more space, you only have to go touch this and put the seats down. And that's how you gotta have more space. Now, and when you want to close that, put that down. Guess what? These are impressive tail lights. Okay, the tail lights are super impressive. And that's XPeng G9. Guys, we can't help but talk about the charging. This car actually charged fast, okay? It has a range of over 700 kilometers on full charge, meaning you can move from one city in China to another city without even starting on the road to charge. The XPeng G9 have two types of connectors. Right here we have the fast charging and the slow charging, okay? Allowing a 16A three-phase charging with a maximum charging capacity of 11 kilowatt. And of course the G9 also has fast charging option that can charge the battery from 10 to 80 in just 20 minutes, and a super fast charging that can charge the car and at a range of over 100 kilometers. That's 300 kilowatt of electricity in under 5 minutes. Okay, while in the car, you can actually control a lot of things from the car. Like for example, you can say, 你好小 P. 打开座椅按摩. You can actually control maybe the temperature by telling Xiao P, because the AI is Xiao P. You can say Xiao P, 你好小 P. 太冷，打开空调. Okay, so that's me telling Xiaopi to increase maybe the temperature on the car because it's very cold, and it's gonna do it for you, okay? So this car is competing with lots of SUVs in China. Let me know what you think about this car, if you're gonna compare it with other SUVs that I've given review of and how they can improve your life and stuff like that on my channel, if you can compare this car with some of them, okay? But first, again, we can say a lot without taking this car to see how it performs on the road with all the 360 cameras and all the autonomous driving. So we gotta see a lot of that when we take the car out for speed. So come on, let's take the car out for speed. Guys, can you get the speakers? Is in my ears, like it's right in my ears. A lot of volume, you know what I'm saying, with this Supera sound. And I'm having my back massage right now. And those of you always asking Tiger, oh, you always give the commands in these cars in Chinese. What about if I want the car? Can it be translated? Can it come in my language? Yes, of course. It's just because I'm in China, and that's why we have the language all in Chinese, okay? So if you're maybe in a country that speaks English, or maybe the top languages in the world, of course, this car is going to come with the language that you want to speak, French, English, Spanish, or whatever, okay? It's gonna come. So because XPeng is an international car, it sells both in China and internationally. So you can have it in Africa, you can have it in whatever continent you want it, okay? And guys, it's time for me to set on the autonomous driving. And with the autonomous driving is 1, 2. That's it. I have my autonomous driving, and my camera is taking a look at me. If I do anything funny and when I'm not paying attention, it's going to notify me with these speakers that are right into your ears. It's doing everything on its own. So remember when I told you guys, when I close the door, the speaker is going to come up? That's it. We have the speaker came up already. And when you set on the autonomous driving, guys, you actually have the NGP, and of course your max. Everything is gonna about the car is gonna work according to how the regulations on that road is. So everything's set up automatically. And in China, because you have the point system where they score your driver's license with points, and maybe if you fault any rules or driving rules, your points are going to get cut. When doing this with a car that is this smart, you are safe to not have your points cut, because the car is going to do everything according to the regulations on that road, and of course keeping you safe. That's one of the reasons why you should be thinking about driving a car from China. See, I'm not doing anything. The car is smart enough to do everything on its own. Notifies when there's a green light, it goes on its own, and when there's a red light, it's going to stop on its own. Meanwhile, I'm just having a chat right now talking to you guys, and my bike is getting massaged. Tell me this is not impressive, guys. So you can see, like I told you guys, this is our navigation screen, and this is my little dash that I can see whatever's happening, and that there is for entertainment. When you approach traffic, it slows down, okay? It slows down, and when traffic moves on, it continues. Wow. See? I'm not doing anything, guys. Super cool.
200米后即将退出 NGP。
Yeah. This car actually costs, it can come in whatever trim you want it, okay? It can come in the basic trim, or it can come in the max trim. And it starts at a price of $45,000 to about $68,000, okay? So let me know what you think about the car, if it's a good price for you. And of course, compared to all the other SUVs in China, if this is a great price for you. And this car is super smart, and it's a mid-size SUV going at a speed of 0 to 100 in under 4 seconds. I think it's okay, right? Yeah. If you're having an SUV of this size that goes above maybe 5 seconds, then it's not an SUV, maybe it's just a truck. Okay, so let me know what you think about this car. And as we're going to park the car, we have one other shot for you to see, let you see how this car can kind of help you to park easily and even come out of the parking lot easily. Okay, and when you step out of the car, the seat automatically goes back so that you can have some space to get out of the car. Now let's see how this car is going to park on its own. So you saw that, guys. That was impressive. Let me know what you think about this car. And from me to you is always LIFESTECH on your screen. This is the XPeng G9, and from me to you is peace out.